What's going on, guys? Grove here with Keystone Response Group. So today I'm going to be continuing the recommended gear series, and we're going to be talking about communications, specifically the radios we use in the field. And the ones that we use in the field are Beofeng RD-5Rs, and we've had these radios in just about every condition PA can offer. We train every month, rain or shine. These things they've been cold, they've been crushed, they've been in humidity. They've been wet, and not wet, soaked, and they still work. So good stuff good radio to have for the money. You're pretty much going to be. Before I get into how much it costs, real quick, it's an analog and a digital system as well. And there's also a way to make repeaters out of the radios themselves. So the actual communication network that you can potentially develop is pretty advanced, especially with digital features. It's pretty cool. So price-wise, you're going to be looking at approximately $80. You might find some for a little less, but for the most part, just kind of expect after shipping and handling around $80. So let's look at what we get for an actual $80. So obviously this has been opened before. I took just about everything out of its plastic. Everything comes in plastic. Everything looks actually really great when you originally open the box. There's probably some unboxing videos elsewhere, but that's not really what this video is. So when you get it, obviously you're going to have those little booklets that come with just about every other new thing ever, but I threw those out. You're going to have your programming cable. I don't use this. We have a communications guy that handles that stuff, but I just have it in here anyway. You're going to have an earpiece. Comes with every radio. Earpiece is here, wraps around the ear. Looks actually pretty low profile. We've used them on operation after operation out there. This here is just it's like a push-to-talk feature, which is pretty awesome. So you push this silver button in, and there's three. Oh, it's on the other side. There's basically three holes there, and that's your mic. So you push this, and you talk into the mic, and of course that goes across the airways to whoever's on the other side. Those are great. I've used them many times in many conditions. I've only ever had one go down, and that was because I pulled the wire too hard when I turned my head because I didn't kit myself right. But haven't had that problem in a very long time. That's why we train. You have a charging port. All right, so part that plugs into the wall, and the port itself. And the cool thing about this is that, it's pretty simple to read. Some get a little complicated with whatever the hell's going on with the color system, but you put it in when it's red, it's charging. When it's green, it's charged, and that's all there is to it. So we get in here, we get to the radio itself. Obviously, it comes with an antenna. The antenna it comes with, obviously there's better stuff out there, but it's not bad. It comes with a clip that you can put onto the back of your radio, and it's pretty easy to mount that. It just takes these two screws in the back, one here, unscrew those, put the clip on, screw them back in, and you're good to go. So let's see what this looks like all put together. Alright guys, so here's the radio all put together. Obviously, you have a nice long antenna there. The front's a little shiny, but there's a remedy to that, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. And the clip has been installed nice and easy. Be careful because the screws are small, so you run the risk of losing them if you mess around too much, but holds on there pretty good. So that's pretty much it for the radio. And again, talked about how the front's pretty shiny, how that's not necessarily great for what we do. So hang tight. We'll talk about some aftermarket products. So this here is my radio. As you can see, was able to dull it down a little bit. There's quite a difference between the two. It uses the same exact antenna. I didn't change that out or anything, but as you can see, quite a difference, right? So basically what I did is there's these rubber covers for these radios that you can put out there. It does its best to kind of subdue as much as that, that shiny stuff as possible. Does a pretty decent job at it, all right, so, so not so bad. I also have an extended battery on it as well. You have to kind of be careful what extended battery you get. I have one for an old UV5R that does not fit this at all. And then, this one here, it says it's for the UV5R, but it still fits the RD-5R. I don't get what the difference is, but whatever. So extended battery, instead of staying on for a week, it could stay on for like 3 weeks. So always cool. These covers, they're just rubber covers. They're, I don't know, $5 or something like that on Amazon. You can, a lot of Beofeng stuff you can find on Amazon, no problem. This mic here, it's a clip mic. Obviously, I got a clip in the back. The clip rotates. I bought actually a 2-pack, so I have this one goes on my plate carrier, and the other one goes on my my field LBE. So anyway, cool thing to have. Our XO has one. He's had one for a long time. It's held up just fine. So I actually just got these not too long ago, and it's going to become a part of my system now. Cool thing about this is it's a speaker and a mic all in one, and also it has a port underneath it. I don't know how well you can see it because of the light, but there's a port underneath it where you can plug in. I'm trying to focus that part for you, but futile. Anyway, there's a part underneath here where you can plug a headset in. So obviously you can keep that ear thing going on, but just have a push to talk. And the push to talk, it's nice. It's a nice positive click. And when you let go, actually when you click it, it's going to make a distinct noise to know that you broke the air. And when you release, it's going to make a different distinct noise to let people know that you're clear from your whatever you're saying. And so it's pretty cool. All in all, the 2-pack was about $30. Obviously the radio itself, the plain Jane, this deal, was about $80. And then this cover, I think it was like $5, and the extended battery might have been like $15 or something like that. So you do the math. It's not much for a pretty good radio system. So if you're looking into joining KRG or just looking into having a pretty decent decent costing, decent functioning radio system, Beofeng RD-5R, that's what you can turn it into. Excellent radio system for the money. And obviously this is your stock radio, but still, even in stock form, it's still a pretty good radio. There's just some things that I wanted to improve on it, which I did, and that's how that turned into that. And also, here, when you're in operations, I've been throwing this into a radio pouch lately, so I haven't had to do this, but if you have, say, an exposed radio, put some like tape over this part so people can't see what frequency you're on. Our digital system is pretty advanced. It's to the point where, even if you knew our radio, our frequency, plugged it into your radio, there's still something that wouldn't let you hear in, so you wouldn't be able to listen to any comms, which is pretty cool. There's a way to do that. I don't know how advanced or basic it is, but I'm impressed with it, and that's kind of a system that we're on, which is pretty cool. You guys can do it too if you have this sort of a system as well. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I covered everything I wanted to make sure that I covered. So as far as radio goes, Beofeng RD-5R, if you're interested in joining KRG, go that route. You're going to have no problems. Our guys are very well trained and versed in this radio system, so it's definitely the way to go. It's durable, and it's not too expensive to to replace if you had to. So that's all I got for you guys today. Stay safe, stay American. I'll talk to you all next time.